It's all about the hustle. So I just want to talk to you guys about a couple of things. One, I've had a lot of work to do lately, so I've been working a lot and making videos for people, clients. I'm doing a community living video. I have 2 real estate videos on the go. I'm doing a video for a friend's Kickstarter campaign, and I'm also doing a video for a new restaurant just opened in town. So even though these are just like kind of fun, simple little videos, and they're only going to be 2 minutes each kind of thing, they still take a long time to get your concept from here to, here. I want to make sure that I'm bringing someone's vision to life the way they see it. So there's a lot of work that takes place there. From ideating the story to fine-tuning the story, and the story is really the most important thing. Then to shooting, location scouting, extras, weather. There's so many variables that go into a produced 2-minute corporate video. And I'm just one guy. So I'm getting to the point now where I'm going to have to hire a second shooter for a few of these things. The hustle's on so large that my pipe is filling. Big pipe. All right, so we have to go pick up Dawson from Taekwondo after school here. He has a little bus that picks him up. It's actually a really cool idea, 2 days a week after school, the little school bus takes them to Taekwondo. They do their homework there, they have a little snack, and they do a Taekwondo lesson. And he loves it, man. So this is a little bit off topic too, as to what we were discussing earlier. And I just wanted to chat a little bit about my son Donovan, who's 13. I kind of feel, I hope this isn't too personal, but he's having a bit of a rough time behavior-wise in school. And I remember what it was like to be 13 and be full of testosterone and hormones and zits and hair growing everywhere and all sorts of like awakening feelings without getting too personal. And I just was such a defiant, authority-hating teenager. I was the worst kid in school. I got 50s all through high school, failed. Everybody thought I was stupid, kind of wrote me off. I probably have ADD and I've never been really diagnosed. So yeah, I just want to know if there's anybody out there who, maybe younger people who are watching this, who are in high school, who are just entering high school, some coping strategies. What did you guys do to bite your tongue when you wanted to tell the teacher to go herself, right? Or what did you do when you were falsely accused of something and you have a reputation as being a troublemaker, so everyone just points the finger at you immediately? As a parent, as an adult, I can't help but see my father come out in me, and I hated that when I was a kid. I felt like nobody understood me, and I don't want to be like the dad who's sort of like, like the cool best friend dad. I want to be the best dad I can be for my kids, right? So sometimes that means being really empathetic and trying to understand and see where they're coming from. And sometimes it means some tough love and just, being really kind of forthright and strict. So I don't know, does anybody have any advice, for a 13-year-old boy who's trying to find his way in middle school, through puberty and through all that stuff? I remember how much I hated teachers, adults, authority, the system. And I think, your psyche and your ego is sort of forms around, your teens. You kind of become who you are. And I would hate my son Donovan to become, a bitter, cynical person by the time he's 14 years old. I think it took me until I was 20 to figure out I was bitter and cynical. That's not true. I'm not bitter and cynical. I'm just realistic. Hey, here comes the Dawson, the unbitter and cynical. How did it go?
Donovan needs more time. Only 5 more minutes.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay. How did your tutoring go?
Good. I just had it to do it 1 actually.
Okay, and then you got the rest of it done too?
No.
No? So
She gave me more.
Okay, so you do that at home.
Yeah.
Yay! Good job. And here's another little bit of insight into my life when I was a kid. I used to play a lot of sports when I was a kid. I played hockey, I played soccer, I played basketball, I swam, and I did a lot of it competitively as well. And I'm going to say I didn't really start to know who I was until I started getting into music more seriously, more specifically punk rock. I remember I got a Dead Kennedys album, Plastic Surgery Disasters, and that changed my life. Jello Biafra's lyrics changed my life. All of a sudden I wanted to read. All of a sudden I was interested in art, philosophy. The word why really, really struck a chord with me. So I stopped, competitive sports. I started playing music. I started skateboarding. I started getting into counterculture. And all of those things kind of are part of the fabric of who I am now. And I think that was like rock solid foundation for me to find the truth in life, If you want to find the truth, listen to Dead Kennedys albums. You'll find lots of it there. Not always pretty, but truth nonetheless. And I think that today kids are so caught up in media, just like I'm caught up in media. It's hard to strip away the falsified layers and get to the grit, the truth of the matter. This is one of the reasons why I love YouTube so much, because I can basically do whatever the hell I want, hit that upload button, and there's people who are going to watch it, whether or not it's 20 people who watch it or 2,000 people who watch it. At the end of the day, people watch it, and it's an expression. It does something to me. It makes me feel like I got something off my chest, And for whatever reason, I work stuff out. I found talking to you guys like this. I work stuff out. I feel better. I get a sense of relief, and there's a sense of calm and zen that comes over me after I talk to the camera and am honest and really real with you guys, because I can totally tell when people are disingenuous, and I just click off that video. But if I'm watching someone who's genuine, I can always relate to that. And I love that. I love the power of me to you with nothing in the middle. There's no governing body in the middle going, well, in order to reach this audience, you're going to have to pay $9.99 a month. And no. I make a video, I publish it, and it's out there. So yay for the World Wide Web, yay for YouTube, yay for social media. But you have to take it with a grain of salt, because you can get totally caught up in the narcissistic world of this camera on me. And I think it's important to keep your wits about you when you start broadcasting yourself, so to speak. One more thing too, and then I'll stop ranting. You know what we have as middle-aged people who are redefining themselves, starting new careers, starting over? If you're middle-aged and you're scared to start a new career or start over again, that's totally understandable. But don't forget how much experience, how much life experience you have over somebody who's 19 or 20 or just out of design school or just out of film school or just out of university for engineering or whatever it is. You have experience. You have determination, grit, moxie, fervor. There's so much you can bring to the table as a green middle-aged person starting a career in a new field. But man, in all these lines and all this gray, I've still maintained my youthful heart and my youthful soul. And I think that as long as I keep that, I'm going to be doing all right. And that's my advice to anybody out there. Be young at heart. Because one day, it's all going to be over. Life is short, and we have to take advantage of it while we can. So, live. That's my advice. Live. Keep believing. Don't stop believing. You know that Journey song? Don't stop believing.